Freaking Ark! Gotta love it and hate it. Freaking Ark! Uh, I'm not gonna do. Oh. I'm gonna do that all over again. I'm gonna build all that crap. Not really a big problem. Last we left off, our wandering adventurer in the world of Ark. The world decided to take a poo and boot me offline. Thank God these are gonna be easier than now. What they were. No, I don't want a freaking raptor. Raptor claws. 8 hours from now. 9. Set time of day. Alright. No. I had a plan. Pieces did not sit correctly. Again.
The Steam's crashed 3 times.
Yes, I understand. Trust me, but this is a wild card thing. This ain't a me thing. I'm on PlayStation 5 there should be no excuse for this. Yeah, they're still having problems on PC, so yeah. A lot of people over there still crashing and stuff. Trust me, I know. I have it on PC as well. Okay, now to redo this again. You turd. PC's already got updates going on, and console's still waiting. I don't know why we're waiting for updates.
How many bosses have you killed?
I've killed all four: the brood mother, the dragon, the ape, and the overseer. Not once, but twice on live stream, and twice my character was deleted. So yeah, not a good time for me. It was not a good time for me.
What was the funniest?
The funniest moment it aired out when it, well, I should say the funniest moment when it aired out when fighting a boss. I wouldn't say there was a funny moment, because I was deep and rich in battle, as far as that is concerned. But there have been moments where it was funny when like I would be, like taming a dino or something like that, and the dino would flip flop around after being tamed, and all of a sudden I would air out. So it looked like an elastic rubber band. There are some instances where still looks like an elastic rubber band in some areas here. So yeah, it looks like some of the snakes over here, and the not, and the alligators. I think also have an issue as far as being not really dropped from the sky, but failing to load proper. Like, see, this area, all right, there was a mod that I had on that totally filled this whole area with basilisks. Like, even if I put it at the lowest setting for spawn rate, this whole area would have been filled, like constantly filled with basilisks. That's why you see no trees here. It's because they totally took them out. The basilisk did. But yeah, funny moments is when alligators, you see their tails flopping around, doing this sort of like flag waving thing in the air. Snakes will do the same thing too. And the mod I had on that had to deal with the basilisk was the Dino Discovery mod. I think that's what it was. So yeah, I turned that off because, well, it was heavily, heavily sacrificing FPS when it came to the basilisk being spawned in.
I have been in a server and it is day 13 and someone had a giga.
Day 13. Already had a giga at day 13. Yeah, was it their server? Because I didn't have a giga for a while.
No.
It's possible. I'm not going to rule it out. I mean, gigas are pretty easy to tame if you know what you're doing. I mean, in Ark Survival Evolved, I used to run around having my character naked while hunting gigas for the lulz. And you do the right traps and all that stuff. It's pretty easy. It is pretty easy. You just gotta make sure you have enough darts and narcotics and stuff like that. The only ones that I would not tame naked, to heck with the gigas. Those are easy. It's these guys right here. Well, because of how you have to tame them. And I'm not about to get munched on by a car carrying a baby T-Rex. Those guys are a dime a dozen if you know where to look. The only thing as far as the Giga after you tame them is you stressing them out too much and they eat you right off the saddle. And then become wild again. But there's a trick for that too. You don't, when you take a Giga out with you, you do not ever ride it. Unless you know you're not going to stress it out when you level it up. Because the moment you level it up and it starts stressing out, you're going to get eaten. And depending on what you put as far as points, especially if you put a lot of the points on melee, you're going to get one shot right off that saddle. Either way. It's just that the points, I think, stick with it once it becomes wild again. So you have to pretty much watch where you put your points when it comes to the Gigas. I personally, I don't stress mine out because I don't ride it. I mean, there are times where I do ride them, but I don't ride them normally because Gigas can easily be stressed out. So I let
The
them
only dino that admins has are griffins.
Modded, you could have griffins, but yeah, I got a couple of them. Wyverns, griffins, S-type Spino, Karkar. I got S-type Maywing. Rhino Nasty is in the box. There's Maywing right there. My T-Rex
that I've
army.
Seen.
Yeah, I mean, modded's modded. people want to have griffins, I mean, it's not hard. It's still in griffins are still in the code, but it's I don't know. Guess it wouldn't be hard to drag one out, seeing that the coding is there. All right. Oh yeah. Hold on before I do anything. I am going to do Fear Evolved, just so everybody knows, but I am going to be doing Fear Evolved when the center comes out. So yeah, giant dodos, all them other nasties are going to be in there for that little series I'm going to do. Less is more. So all the storage boxes in there are going to be going bye-bye.
I've seen a player that is a dodo breeder.
Yeah, they basically use them for eggs. Yeah, it's for kibble. Uh-oh. I oofed. I like
They hatch
dodos.
them.
Well, they hatch them. I mean, if you want to breed dodos, it's fine. But if you're going for eggs for kibble, I mean, dodos are good, but there's a much better dino for that. And that's these guys right over here. Yeah, those guys. If you want eggs, You want little thieves? That's like your best bet right there. Especially if you're doing kibble. Alright.
And they have made dodos big enough to ride.
Yeah. Yeah. Which I'm glad they sort of added that thing. That's a nice little touch for them. Fear Evolved. Oh yeah, they're massive. They're massive in Fear.
Do you like pineapple on pizza?
It's alright. I wouldn't say it's my best. I prefer meat lovers. I'm a carnivore, so yeah. Some people prefer meat. Some people prefer vegetable stuff. I mean, I do eat vegetables, but I prefer if I'm going for pizza. Yeah, it's definitely like all in with the meat. Alright, so now we'll get put in, put in, put in. Alright. Have to put third layer on, I think. Yeah, put third layer on. And then make the tech box storage area. That way, that other room, that other tower, can be used for machinery, and it can move everything else out of there. Waffle. Use every time. Every time.
Do you prefer Tuso or Mosa?
Tusa or Mosa? I'm gonna have to say Mosa. It did it again. Why? I'm looking here. I'm not looking over there. I'm looking here. Flipping game. Guess that's another thing they're gonna have to fix is the freaking building aspect. Oh, this piece. someone's an idiot. Got munched. Huh.
Have you ever raised a dino in Ark?
Yes, several of them. More than I'd like to. A lot of them, okay, a lot of these dinos, besides maybe the cars and the gigas and stuff like that, are babies. And trust me, I do not want to do that again. That's why I boosted the raise rate on them because it takes forever. And I am not about to bore people just sitting here watching grass grow.
What is the biggest dino?
To what I have now,
What you raised?
what I've raised. Brachy, Bronto, Titan. But yeah, that wasn't a baby. But Bronto, Brachy, a whole bunch of T Rexes. Some of these are probably even still babies too, to be honest. The unicorn. Yeah. There's one of every single dino in here. Besides what I cannot tame, which is a lot of the undersea stuff. So yeah. There's not a single thing I have not collected. As far as art goes. Okay. I want to do. But yeah, each one, besides wyverns, stuff like that, do have babies, so it's like easy to bring them out.
My biggest dino I have ever raised is a Bronto.
Yeah, Brontos are pretty easy though. They're more of your laid back sort of type dino. And they harvest well too.
Earlier today I raised a nary.
Nary. Ooh.
Berry.
Nary berry. Yeah, I pretty much Raptor, Bronto, Dilo, Diplo, Rex, Carno, Stego, and these I would kill the parents just for the berries. Okay, because the parents, I didn't
I
feel
mean
like,
berry.
yeah. But yeah, I got I think one berry. Um, Microraptor. I did have Basilisk, but those are gone. I did have the Rock Drake, but those are gone because the mods were causing issues. So I had got rid of those. Um, yeah, I just so many freaking dinos I had. But now it's just I'm sticking to the vanilla stuff for now. I mean I've got some modded stuff, but like the wyverns and stuff, but those haven't caused me issues. Knock on wood, yet, as I threw quotes in the air. Yeah, those guys right there haven't caused me issues yet. And the draconic stuff is pretty easy too.
And I got triplets but 2 died.
Yes, I noticed that in some eggs you'll get like one, and then some of them will pop off and you'll get three or two. Yeah, I've had that happen with T Rexes. Ladder, ladder. Come on, there we go. Why are you being so stubborn?
Do you prefer otter or mini monkey?
Otter, definitely otter.
Same.
does. At least for now.
But I like both.
Yeah, just like I said, each one has a perk and each one has a minus. But yeah, definitely. Okay. Storage room is getting there. All right. Not to be prude, but I'm going to take a break for a bit. I have been recording for 49 minutes, so I will be back later on today. Don't know what time, so don't quote me on that, but I will be back later on today. We'll get some of this finished up more. But yeah, I just to play it safe because I don't want the game erroring out while I'm in midstream, and then I have to freaking start all over again. But so yeah, I'm gonna save it here, and I'm gonna bounce out, take a break for probably about. But like I said, don't quote me on it. A half hour to an hour, and
Bye.
then I'll come back. But yeah, I will talk to you if you come back. And Dodo, one thing about T Rexes, if you build T Rex and its stamina all the way up, and you don't even worry about everything else, and you breed them and you get a mutation for stamina, stamina is actually going to be really good for a T Rex if you know what you're doing. T Rexes don't always have bad stamina, but yeah, a lot of them do. But you can build them up to where you can have a better stamina build for a T Rex, especially with mutations. But you have to keep breeding them.
Okay.
That's the only thing. But yeah, you just got to keep working at them because they are stubborn. We are talking T Rexes.